Hi, my name is Makia Prudent. Imagine you're a 14-year-old freshman in high school, living in New York. You're required to take a Regents and you're on your way. You receive the news from a phone call that your mother has been rushed to the hospital, but you can't turn around and go to the hospital because you have to go take your Regents. Now, as months pass, you find out your score and you find out you failed the test. Now, based on this one day and this one bad grade, you're required to retake the class. My topic is on standardized tests and how they judge the school and performance. I'm mainly here to persuade my audience that there should be less of a dependency on standardized tests to determine the future for both students and the school. So, my first point will be, what are standardized tests, where are they taken, and what do they determine? Second will be how standardized tests can affect the schools. And third, how they affect the students. Standardized tests are a series of multiple choice questions graded with scantrons and grading machines along with essays. They're mainly taken in schools, and it judges the success or failure of students, teachers, and the school. I personally do not believe that they're effective in judging performance, but they rather add stress to the students and teachers because their futures are depending on it. Now, one of the first acts that were passed in 2001 is the No Child Left Behind Act. No Child Left Behind is a set of programs by the United States Department of Education to distribute funding to schools and school districts with students from low-income families. It states that all schools that the government funds are required to take an annual test that determines if the child is taught well enough. This act causes the school performance to be judged on testing and grade percentage. According to the National Education Association, a school that fails to make their adequate yearly progress for 2 consecutive years is labeled in need of improvement. Now, another policy has come to act, which is called Teaching to the Test. It's not an official policy, but it's just something that many teachers end up doing. Teaching to the test is mainly when teachers base their entire curriculum on teaching to what they assume is going to be on the test. According to the members of the Fair Test Organization, standardized tests like these narrow the curriculum, forcing teachers and students to concentrate on the memorization of isolated facts instead of developing fundamental and higher order abilities. Now, some negative effects on the students. Well, being that we're in New York, students are required to take Regents. Students in public schools are required to take Regents. With Regents and citywide tests like these, it determines if you repeat a course or if you excel to the next grade level. And this adds a lot of pressure to the students, which arises on cheating. Now, cheating with the standardized tests there have been many reports of it lately. Standardized tests add a lot of stress to students and in many cases promotes cheating. According to the educationportal.com, back in 1940s, only 20% of college students admitted to cheating throughout their entire academic careers. Being now in 2011, the number has increased to a range of 75 to 98%. According to a survey by the Josephson Institute of Ethics of a study done with about 12,000 high school students, 74% admitted to cheating on an exam some point in time during the past year to get ahead. In conclusion, I believe that standardized tests there should be less of a dependency on standardized tests in determining the future of both students and schools, because it adds a lot of stress towards the teachers and towards the students.